Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed by the progress made by this guy, Eberechi Eze, who I see these days as an unconventional winger, best deployed behind a central striker, as he does like to operate in the middle, ultimately. Certainly has...
Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's done it! The most decisive of all goals! Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet. Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. But as you can see, we've already started here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Guardiola, Peter, is a fella who appeared on the scene after a meteoric rise on the international scene, but he really is, for me, the blueprint.
Terrific header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Now it's Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Kukçu. Adams. Alexander-Arnold. Kukçu. Alexander-Arnold. No, that's been intercepted. Looking for options for movement. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't...
Azar! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Now it's Yamal, and he's being shifted off it. Now it's Batistuta. That is a great pick out. Rijkaard clears. Nicked it back promptly. Kirkchu. Can he finish? And that is wildly off target.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
And it's Azar. Rijkaard. That is great defending, so alert. Well, the defence proved in. Hazard with a definite fell there. And he is going into that little black book. Tries to pass it through. Looking for the run. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, what has happened here? Kukçu. That's Guardiola. Kukçu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the...
He's got tall! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Rijkaard is there and he can pick it up. Now it's Hazard. Oh, that's fabulous. Van Basten. Adams. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Vardiol cuts it out. Well, that has not gone well. Alexander-Arnold. And no, that was never going to make it. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And that's been slipped through. He is through here! And a shot! Now it's Van Basten.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Great ball if he can get there. Batistuta. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Azar. Threads one in. Little pass back. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's played in. Climbs up big! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Guardiola. Alexander-Arnold in acres of... Oh, smashing header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Can he get it through? Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Van Basten. Quality ball. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that has left him in a heap. Kimmich. Park Ji-sung. Tries to play it through. He's found a way through. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here.
Well, I suppose from the opposition's viewpoint, this was to be avoided.
Guardiola! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
The ball has bounced loose. And the shot! Oh, he's done it! The goal to end it all! Well, there was to be no other outcome.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Now it's Hazard. Hazard tries to pass. Real chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Alexander-Arnold. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Robertson. Oh, nicely intercepted. Akun. Nicely shaped ball. Can he get onto this? Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And here's Messi. Adams, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Hazard, he's got away. Batistuta! Oh, that wasn't far away. And we have our very first corner. Oh, he takes a shot! Oh, he's won it! They willed it, and it happened! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years.
Roberto Baggio! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He is through here. Isco! Goal! Manchester United! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Hakimi. And it's Batistuta. He's found a way through. Chance! They've scored! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found a pocket.
Milan grabbed the equaliser. He's going for goal! It's hit the upright. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some, and he plays one through. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Knocks it into space, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Hazard. Milan have reclaimed it. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he's going to have his name taken. Hazard. Bastoni cuts it out. Now it's Kukçu. Isco is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Park Ji-sung. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Tries from distance. Comfortable claim for the keeper.
Manchester United really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. And it's Batistuta. Hazard.
If they want to count...
Tries from a long way out. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Albertini. Now it's Luis Suarez. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Kukçu. Oh, well measured. And this is Hazard. Lovely bit of skill. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Oh, delightful ball. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neuer claims comfortably. Alexander-Arnold. That is ended up in no man's land. Milan finding their passes. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Luis Suarez. Albertini. Good driving run. And he welcomes it in. Good read, needed to be. And that has been cut short. That's a cute ball. And he cuts out the supply. Casemiro. And it's Isco. And this is Luis Suarez. Now that shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
This possibly the last play of the half. And this is Casemiro. Picked out. Can he finish? Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Milan really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going.
Isak! Isco. And Mateus. Could move up a gear here. He has found the way through. He's having a shot! Off the post! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Luis Suarez. Kukcu. And it's Albertini. Now it's Luis Suarez. It's a threatening ball. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 19.
He'll know exactly where he wants to put it.
On the field is number 10.
Goal! Manchester United! Not much more than a formality.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Now it's Luis Suarez, and he's picked out the run. Neuer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's fabulous. Lewis. And the finish! Sticks it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
After 56 minutes is number 20, Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Shot a goal! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Manchester United blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Shooting chance! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Bastoni. And here's Batistuta. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Casemiro. Isco. Nicked it back promptly. And Casemiro tries to play it through. Kukcu. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Albertini touches it back. Now it's Isak. Jordi Alba. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Luis Suarez. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Now it's Hazard. Bastoni gets across to intercept that. Isco. No, he wasn't going to let him past. And it's Batistuta. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Hazard. And that could set him on his way. Oh, good take. And Batistuta! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Batistuta. He's picked his way through. Lovely, now then. Mateus. And this is Batistuta! And one more try! Great football, shot and save.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Corner number 2 then. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Filippo Inzaghi. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. 5 minutes left on the clock. Guardiola. And here's the chance to counter. Well read, nice interception. And it's Lampard. Well, the ball's gone astray. Casemiro. Lampard. He's gone for goal. Hits off target and by quite a way. Oh, what has happened here? He's through, Inzaghi! And it's in! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
It's become a case of men against boys. He's got away. And Owen! It's bounced back off the post. And he couldn't quite make it 6.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
They've played it short. There's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that will be it. Milan cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.